We're here about to go into a German bakery and show you a few things that we absolutely have loved while we've lived here over the past 2.5 years. Going into bakeries was one of the first things that we loved doing the most, and that has definitely not stopped since then. Any new country that we've gone to, that's one thing that we do, but especially here in Germany, we've loved seeing all the different types of breads and desserts to try. Today, we're gonna do just that and show you a few of our favorites. So, let's go. We have quite the load here of
Can't
things.
forget the cakes.
We're excited to try them. We actually stopped at 3 different places to get some bakery. One of the grocery stores, a bakery here in Graf, and then one a little bit further away from Graf that we found something that we really love. So we're excited to go through them.
We're gonna start off with the only item that we buy from this particular bakery.
The only one that we have because we really like it.
Yeah, I mean, we've got other things, but you always have to leave with this. And this is like a Quarktasche of sorts.
Yeah, it's a Quarktasche, but instead of just having quark, it has some raspberry filling inside of it as well. And honestly, this has been like one of the most favorite Quarktaschen that I've had. I don't know about you, but I stumbled upon it one day and I knew that I had to get one for Risa. In the last like 3 months, this might be like our 4th or 5th one that I've got. Which I know for some people they may be like, that's nothing, but I feel like I go there quite often enough, and I think the lady knows exactly what I'm gonna get every time I show up by now.
This one.
Yeah.
It's so good. The raspberry's really tart. We'll show you, but here's a little look. This is the other Quarktasche. We'll get to this later, but you can tell that they look different and they have a difference in weight. They're both fairly heavy. This one's heavier. And we've got to preface, we're here at the playground, the Spielplatz, which is a perfect place to film these videos, actually.
Not really, because there's a lot of kids and parents talking kind of loud and whatever, which is fine, and we were outside. But it is nice entertainment for Willa.
That's
because
what I meant.
She doesn't really like to sit down very still, which is totally fine. But she has some friends that she's running around and playing with, so it's
well,
nice
and as you guys have seen, she wants to be involved in the videos, but we try, honestly, we actually try to leave our kids out of the videos, but it's very difficult because she's here and she's part of it, and she wants
and she
to
sees
talk.
us do it too, so
yeah. Anyways, it's just so good. It has the icing on top, the quark in there, the raspberry. I'll show you the bottom. Anything
so
else
nice.
to add?
No, it's such a nice like tart and sweet dessert. One of my favorites, honestly. Next, for the normal quark, this one definitely is heavier and denser, and we've tried several different quarks throughout Germany. To be quite honest, this one is one of the better ones.
All of the rest of the stuff that we've got here comes from the same bakery because it is the best bakery in Grafenwehr, I would say.
We think so.
We think so. And we have done a couple different videos. The same bakery is the one that we went to with our sister. If you remember that video, that's when she was here. And then a long time ago when we first moved here, we went to the bakery on Main, which is actually a really nice bakery too. It's where I found one of the best lemon cakes I've ever had.
I would say that one has much better options of like just normal breads. You know, like Käsebrötchen or Käsepretzel and like that type of bread. But the dessert section of the bakery here, I think that one takes
Pastry section,
pastry section. Yeah.
The one thing to mention too though is this one's like a chain, and the one on Main Street is actually like, I think a
just
family
a local
owned
bakery. Yeah.
So we do like to support that one, and that's awesome because this bakery you can find throughout our area. Germany, would you say?
I have no idea.
The dough on this one is better than the dough on that one, honestly. It's just the raspberry gives that one like its touch.
I would have to agree. And this one's definitely, the quark is more pudding-like on this one. A little wetter.
And there's definitely a crumble, yeah.
A crumble or some sort, so really fun.
Occasionally, it's probably seasonal, or I don't know how bakeries like do their rotations of food, but you can find these with like rhubarb or on the rare occasion like a raspberry lemon one, and that is like top tier. Like one of these with raspberry and lemon does not get better. Okay.
Next, we're going to be jumping over to a more savory one now. This is a Stangl, right? This is a cheese bread. It is like an Emmental cheese on top, I believe, and so good. Yeah,
if you come to Germany, you have to try one of these.
Yeah, and for those of you who have been here, let us know if these are like your favorite. I personally prefer more of like the Käsebrezen, but that's just a difference of bakeries and which ones they had. They didn't have that here today, but I still didn't want to pass up on getting one. and it's just like, yeah, it's nice.
That pretzel dough. Ugh. Germany, it does it so good. And at this point, you guys will have heard our crazy news that we are moving. We just shared that news in our most recent video, so I'm gonna get emotional in the fact that we can't find these soon.
This is probably one of my favorite savory breads in Germany. I really love it.
And you can find variations where they have like ham or like bacon
Speck.
mixed in. And those are really good too. Some like have tomato in it or like a...
And those are really nice. But I'm just talking like of a simple cheese and bread or cheese and pretzel.
We've never found anything like this in the States. I'm sure that they have it, we just never...
We've never
really
experienced
went to bakeries in the States. Not frequently. The beloved
Kürbis Kernel. This might be just one of our favorite and most frequently bought bread rolls, and it's really fun. They have a fun texture. Pumpkin seeds add a nice flavor and crunch on the outside. Just plain, or we even do sandwiches with these as well.
With
or just butter
and jam.
Yeah.
Oh, we're becoming so German. Before, I think in our very first video, we're like biting everything like raw. We're like...
As we're still doing it right now too, but it's still so good, and like...
But it's leveled up with some fresh butter and jam or cheese.
Yeah, and it's also mixed in there too, right? You can see the seeds inside of it, so the texture is really nice throughout the entire thing. It's not just on the top.
Spring!
Put it on the stroller, or the car seat.
Thanks.
Thanks, sweetie. Fish pass. So nice to have other kids at the playground. Okay, back to another favorite that honestly has been more recent that we found it. Ooh, this one's softer than I was thinking it would be. But this is a eka, a triangle that we got. It's more of like a pretzel croissant dough mix.
You can see like the layers of the butter within it. This one doesn't show it as well, but you can still see. It's like a croissant in the fact that you can do this. Like, it's so flaky, and like that's what a croissant is, like layers of dough with butter in between, and you can like see that. You can almost break it apart, and they're nice. The first time we had this was Hanover.
Was that the first time we had it? Which is kind of sad. That was just a few months ago.
They had a lot of these with different variations. The ones that we had were actually a little bit smaller, and the outside was crispier.
Yeah, than this one, that's for sure.
This one has sesame seeds on the top, and you can just tell like the browning all around. Like, it's just so fun, the color contrast.
That's still really nice. That's much different than the last one we had.
Not as good as the other one. I mean, it's just every bakery I feel like is going to kind of specialize in their own different things. And each region has like their own specialties too.
Yep.
That's why we love to go to new bakeries, because you can find different things at everyone.
This one definitely was very buttery flavor, in my opinion. It really makes great for like sandwiches. We made quite a few of those on our Scandinavian trip too with bread.
Speaking of this, we actually went to the supermarket, which is right next by, and we found this at Aldi's. So we're going to show you what it looks like if you buy it at a supermarket. This is just like the little bulk section where you choose what you want.
We got Willa a pretzel there because it's like much cheaper than at the bakery as well.
And she's not picky, so we're like, oh, we'll save a couple, a little bit. It had the same name. And you can still see, I mean, it still flakes apart.
Yeah, that one looks really nice.
Still
too.
really buttery. This one's more crunchy, actually.
Ooh, yeah. Honestly, texture, this one wins. Flavor, I don't know. They're pretty similar.
I was thinking like the other one for sure is better in flavor. This one does have a nice texture because of the crisp. Is that why you like it better?
That's why I like it better, yeah.
Anyways, you can't go wrong. They're all good.
We got a raspberry-filled croissant. Now this is not as like crispy and flaky as like a normal croissant, or maybe even some of like the Nutella or chocolate-filled croissants. But we saw it and it sounded good, and we get lots of croissants.
But we've never had one with strawberry, so we couldn't
Was
pass
it strawberry?
Yeah,
I thought it was raspberry.
Aired
Strawberry aired yeah.
with a nice glaze on the top.
Nice strawberry filling.
And there's a lot of it in there.
Yeah.
Next up, the cakes. Kuchen, torta. You can find them both at the bakeries, and if you really want like to level it up, then you go to the Konditorei and you find them there, which is fun. Germans really love their cake, and we love trying them all. And one thing we can't pass up is a lemon cake.
And that's what we got today. This one is a pistachio, lemon, and lime mix. Looks really, really nice, and we couldn't pass up on it. So let's dive in with no forks.
We wanted to say she did have also lemon cakes. She said this one was more flavorful, so we've actually never tried this one, but again, when we see a lemon cake, we tend to get it.
That was ambitious.
Can you open up your mouth that high?
Probably not. Ooh.
This is a good one. I like it. I can't really get a lot of pistachio flavor, but there's lemon coming through.
Yeah, that's really nice, and it looks like there's like a gelatin on top where it has a lot of that flavor. And then there's a chocolate base on the very bottom, at least, the very bottom. And that's kind of what I got on that last bite.
Okay, to our absolute favorite cake ever.
We think so. At least when it's made the right way.
We've had some bad ones.
Yeah.
Actually, in St. Peter Ording, we had
it was just
really
way
poor,
too
sad
soggy.
one.
But anyway, this is the Bienenstich, the Bienenstich.
This one already looks good just because that top layer. This is like what makes it that layer. There's like 3 layers. You can see the top. It's like an almond honey.
Like a candied almond almost, yeah. But it's gonna be honey and almonds, yeah.
And then a cream, and then like a sponge cake on the bottom. You take the first bite this time.
Thanks, babe. It's crispy enough on the top that it just like kind of like crumbles, but like it's not like dry, so it's like still soft enough. Really spongy cream in the middle.
It's a nice fresh cream too, like you can taste it. Tastes really nice.
Well, these have just been a few of our favorites that we've tried in Germany. Of course, because we can't go back to Hamburg or we can't go back to Berlin to get other ones. These are some of the ones that we've really enjoyed. Definitely check out our other food videos if you want to see that.
Magic!
I really like this one.
Mommy, it's really yummy and it has tester in it.
A hazelnut, coconut. This is lemon, Erdbeeren, so strawberry.
Nice.
And then this one's chocolate. They said this one was like cheesecake.
All right, we have a lot of cake to try here. Fine, we decided to share. But before we're done, we're gonna be heading to one last place to get some more bakery items. Never got a small green one before. So let's go.
They place these convenient right by the entrance, and so it's really hard to walk by because it's just so tempting. Normally when I have Willa here, we always stop and get her like a pretzel or something, and it's great entertainment for grocery shopping.
Alright, so like we said, we are going to one other bakery, and this bakery is actually the same one that we went to before, but it's for a good reason because they had one more of these bad boys. This is a delicious braided bread with pumpkin seeds, sunflower, sesame seeds, the Emmental cheese on top, and it's still warm. I can't wait to get some of this. It is one of our favorite breads, and quite often doesn't make it past like half a day of being at home because it's so good. It's like a dense, nice bread, but oh, it's been so many months since I've had this. It's so nice. Like the cheese gives it a nice flavor, the crunch of the seeds. The dough itself is like a really nice texture, dense like I said before. Overall just a really hearty. It's fluffy, but it's still like, it's heavy because there's a lot of bread there. Like, that's a good bite.
Yeah. I feel like I need to like accurately like describe how big this is. Like this is like a part of it. And it's almost like the size of your head. We're sad to say that they didn't have the sunflower bread, which of course the day that we wanted to get it and showcase it, they don't. But it is just so divine. You can get it at the supermarket. It's not quite as good, but what is when you compare fresh bakery items to supermarket items, you know? It's no surprise that there are a ton of bakeries here in Germany. Gosh, we love them so much, and I feel like our goal since moving here has been to just try as many different things as we can, and we've come to love not only like the sweet pastry items, but so many breads. There are thousands of different types of bread here in Germany, and we will miss them all. We hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to comment below what bakery items are your favorite, and if there's any we should try before we leave, put them down because we will go on a hunt to find them. So thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate your support. Be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button, and if you haven't already and you want to join our Patreon, then head to our Patreon website and learn more about that. We really appreciate you guys, and it's just been so fun because throughout our time here in Germany, we've met some of you in person, and it's just meant the world. You guys truly are like our little addition to our family that joins us on our adventures online. So thanks for being here. Stay tuned for our next coming videos because we're going to show you guys our favorite supermarket items, as well as share with you guys some of our favorite experiences here in Germany.